I'm live. Welcome to Simon NoChaNoMa, and I'm here not on my own. I'm here with two cats and a very special guest who is joining me, I think, for the third time in her life on screen. No, I'm very tempted to. No, I won't. I won't. I shall be good and put the genuine person.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, this is Jenny Silver, by the way, also known as
Patty and or Selma. I lost my voice.
Oh no, that's me. That's not me. I'm an old man.
That's me. I can't even imitate them today. I'm so off.
Oh, welcome, Jenny, and
Thank you.
and Tati and Resner.
Yep, that's Resner. Tati went somewhere. I don't know. She's very busy.
And it's quite late there in Japan, but so quite a lot of my Japanese viewers, unless they're insomniacs or middle-aged guys like Kaz who have to get up in the night to go to the toilet, like I do, they might be watching.
Okay.
But otherwise, if you're in Japan, who's there? What?
Erin Uber. I have on.
Erin Uber. Hello, Erin. Yes. Erin, nice to see you.
Oh, Frederick's there too. Yay.
I'm Frederick. Oh, I forgot Frederick. Terribly sorry, Frederick. Frederick said he would be in comments. It's not refreshing on my. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why I've got Vids of Your Mom. Vids of Your Mom is here. Hello, Vids of Your Mom. Super Blaster 2, another voice actor who was on the show a few months ago. He said he would be very interested to watch.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry, my voice is Patty and Selma-fied today.
And Medieval is here. We've got London, we've got Southampton, we've got Zurich, we've got California. I think you're in California, aren't you, Erin?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have that mute button right here.
Don't do that. Sorry. No, and then it's just me.
I'm gonna try to not be rude and cover my coughs.
So
I'm coming over massive cold, or I don't know, something tried to kill me.
It seems to be going round in Japan at the moment. It could be the weather or the season or something.
It's crazy. I have a humidifier getting delivered tomorrow.
Oh, it's dry weather as well because of the cold.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's nasty. Hello, Jenny's mum. Hello.
Oh my god. Mom, what are you doing? Are you in here? Notice her name is Mommy.
It's a family show. This.
Can I curse on your program?
If your mother allows it, yes, you can.
Oh, fuck yeah, she does.
That's me instantly demonetized. And flag. I don't care. I don't make any money off it. It's like you should know. I mean, this show is going to be relatively sensible compared to the previous two shows that you were on. So, I mean, I say relatively. Yes, we'll just see how it goes.
Well, that's a lot of space to work with there because we went some places. Yeah.
we did. We did.
I think I compared myself to a condom.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it there first. Yeah.
Flavored, even.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this is my butterbeer cup that I got from Disney a while back. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's not butterbeer. It's just water because I'm not.
Butterbeer. Is that not Harry Potter? Does Disney own Harry Potter? No. Can't.
Yes, yeah. Oh, it was Universal. That's right.
Ah, get your theme parks right. There we go.
Yeah, especially because my family lives in Florida now, so I need to be more Floridian, which gives me a lot of license with the crazy. That's good.
Well, there were Super Blaster 2, otherwise known as Hedge, says sore throats are awful when recording is needed, unless you have to do sort of like the croaky voiced. I
don't know what happened this week. Miracles were made. I was able to do. I had 2 triple headers. Like on Monday, I had 3 jobs. Friday I had 3 jobs, and I had jobs in the smattered all over the week too. I don't know how I got through last week, but I did. I don't know what happened. I had so much honey, I barfed. I just self-medicated in like so many ways. My stomach is so mad at me, but it's a miracle we got through it. There's even a game that's coming out. So last Claudia, I'm allowed to say the game. I'm not allowed to say who I am. But in January, I'm sure you'll be able to hear that, and you might be able to hear how not perfect the voice was that day.
So
it's a lot of screaming and stuff too.
It's a Simpsons game.
Was it Patty who wants the kid or Selma who wants the kid?
I don't know. I was looking
her
on
bastard kid. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Patty and/or Selma's bastard kid.
Hey, Tomo from Shikoku, up very, very late, also in Japan. You're not in your bath, are you, Tomo? Tomo watches me from her bath quite often.
Oh my goodness. That sounds nice.
That didn't come out quite right, but yeah, there we. It's not the other way around.
Oh wait, if you play that around in your head a little bit, that does sound nasty. Well, no,
yes, you told me to change the title of the advert, so I did.
Yeah, originally he had like Simon NoChaNoMa in Jenny Silver, and I was like, my mom's on here. I don't think she's like that.
No, it's with Mrs. I shall call for the sake of clarity. I shall call Jenny's mum Mrs. Silver. It's not Mrs. I know it's not Mrs. But it's Mrs. Silver. Tea tree oil.
Different countries,
We're getting some medical advice from London here. Tea tree oil vapor. Tea tree oil vapor.
Tea tree oil vapor
for sore throats.
Oh, okay. I see it. We're getting a humidifier delivered tomorrow, and there's like a little tray that you can put oils in, and I am going to try that. My mom is going to say Vicks. I'm sure. Yep. Oh my god, that was so perfect timing. I just said that, and she typed Vicks. Oh, it's so scary. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Does anybody else use Vicks? Like, I thought that was the Jewish mom thing, but I had some friends who are Mexican. They're like, oh my god, my mom says like Vicks all the time. That's totally a Mexican thing. And I was like, oh my god, I thought it was a Jewish thing. Oh my goodness.
Ginger tea is another. We're getting recommendations for Jenny's health.
Ginger tea, yes. I had some earlier. Delicious. Oh my goodness. Oh, Reznor found something. Oh my goodness. He's crying. I don't know if you guys can hear him.
Cat cry.
He's the cutest cry. He has like this double meow meow that he does. Hi, Tati. It's Tati's birthday yesterday. It is her birthday.
Everybody in comments sing happy birthday in cat to.
Meow, 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 meow. Vicks is a Canadian thing too.
Vicks is indeed camphor and tea tree, so you can just smear Vicks in your humidifier, and you'll be good to go.
Perfect.
Right, we're being watched in bed by Tomo, not in bath, in bed.
Okay. I will not sing to you because then you will not sleep for a long time.
So let's get the show started. We were talking before the show started about the work-life balance, and you said you had 3 jobs there and 3 jobs there, and you were having to sort of self-medicate and so on. Work. You're working. It's all in English, presumably.
Well, I mean, the narrations are in English 99% of the time, but the people in the control room are Japanese. So we do have to, if they say like read it slower, then that's in Japanese, and I have to talk with them as well. If I really can't, like if I really couldn't, then an agent would probably come with me and speak, like kind of translate. But we don't really have a problem anymore. So a lot of agents are like, you'll be fine, So anyway, So if I can't work, then I have to let them know as soon as possible. And this has never happened except when I was in the hospital. And then I would probably have to try to find somebody who could maybe cover, and
Oh, right. So
they would be pissed, and I would be on the hook for like studio
Mm.
fees, which are like $5,000. So
Oh, wow.
it's like you have to just make it work. Like there's no calling in 60s. And
so I can see Hedge now taking notes. Hedge, but you have to learn Japanese, Hedge. Otanjobi medito.
Yeah, otanjobi omedetou for Tati.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You might Tomo might sleep, she says. Well, yes, you can fall asleep to our voices. This is what we do for a living. Well, I don't. I mean, I may. It has been suggested.
I suggest it highly. He has a very nice voice. So, who else thinks that Simon should do voice stuff? Because I very much think so. I think there's a lot of opportunity. So, Mr. Simon, you need an agent, sir.
Me Dibble is looking through his medicine cabinet and for everything that could help.
Clove oil. That's a glycolic. Oh, okay.
Erin Uber, Simon NoChaNoMa, putting people to sleep for living since 2013. Actually,
it's diabolical. I respect that. That's very nice.
Yes, I mean, although people didn't generally fall asleep watching the Three Old Dudes, unless we had a 5-hour marathon.
Well, it was like late night at our time, so.
Yes, I mean, people would just give up and. Caroline, oh yes, I have to say hello to Caroline van den Boer. Hello, Caroline. I've just given
you just
full name on
language.
Caroline is actually from Holland. I met her when I met up with Shinichi in Amsterdam, and she is currently in Japan. So,
oh my goodness!
Yeah,
awesome.
So you stayed up. Very good. Thank you, Caroline. So yes, work life.
Out there. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he just meowed at me. Did you hear that?
What?
That was cute. He just turned around and he was like, meow.
That's just saying hello to the audience.
Good boy. He responded. Yeah, so how was it? Like meeting with Shinichi? And...
It was very warm. Because we met it. I mean, it was very cold because I went to Amsterdam and it was about 4 degrees and windy and rainy. So I trundled about Amsterdam making a video, and then we were supposed to meet up at a pub. And of course, in the pub, they'd got the heating up full blast, and I was wearing all winter clothes, so it was quite warm. And I was there for about half an hour before the meetup. So and I'd had a strong drink. And then
makes it a little warmer as well.
It does, and then they turned up, and we moved on to a slightly quieter, and we got exclusively the first floor to ourselves. So that was fun. Yeah, it was nice meeting him, but it was like taking turns to meet him because there was that many people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool that he's so worldwide now.
Oh yeah. Well, you should come. Come to Europe, Jenny.
They'd be like, "What? We already have a Jenny Silver. She's Swedish." Okay.
Okay.
You guys know about that, right? Like, there's a Jenny Silver pop star in Sweden.
Ah, yeah.
And she's taken over like all the names on social networks and stuff.
Well, you just have to sing.
I want to sing. No, she's gorgeous, and she's not like in her 20s pop star. Like, she's like over 40 and she's killing it, and she's gorgeous. So go her.
So there is order for our audience. There is hope yet. Don't worry. You still want to meet the Iron? What are you talking about, Frederick? I want to meet the Iron Maiden. What is Frederick's off in a different world.
My cat would come in my room fart and then leave. Bloody cats. I don't think these guys really. I think they might be guilty of crop dusting, but I've never I don't know. I don't think they do.
Explain, what is
Our dog did.
crop dusting? What is that? Like, yes, marking their territory. No?
Kind of, but not with that scent. With the
Oh,
other
right.
scent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Just
Leaving
kind of like,
little
you
messages.
walk through a room
Mm.
and you leave a little something, like a
Yeah.
crop duster, like sprays crops when it's just like
Yeah. They spray
by.
crap.
Well,
Crap.
I should hope not. That would be
Yeah.
really awful. Oh my gosh, you got yourself such a quality guest here with such like good ideas and like new perspectives, and just really makes your audience think. Oh my God.
Well, they don't come here for that. Well,
Thank God.
having said that, I know I may need to ask you later for tips and information, because I'm doing a live stream from England, which is just me in England
Okay.
at my parents. That's standard. But beginning in the next year, I've got a Japanese stand-up comedy duo.
Whoa.
So I need some background and help with that.
Okay. We don't get like the normal TV channels here for some reason. I don't know what it is, but like NHK, Fuji TV, it's usually like if you turn your TV on, you'll get those channels. But the way our building is wired, we don't get them. So
you're in there.
A lot of
Japanese
things.
Japanese Inaka television.
That's right. Yeah. So we get like the BS channels, and they really are BS because they don't really have anything to them. So, oh my goodness, Tati's upside down over there. That's really cute.
Like farming today in Scuba.
Yep, I live in Scuba, which is basically like a suburb of Tokyo now. But when I moved here, there was nothing here. I mean, the center of town is like research institutions. There's a rocket here, which is pretty sweet. But other than that, there was like nothing. But now it's kind of becoming more suburban. So yeah, it's a little
Tokyo spreads.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've lived here. When did we come here? 2012, 2013. And it's amazing how much it's grown since then. Rez, what's the matter? What's going on in your life? Oh my goodness, buddy. Oh, tell me you heard that. You just jumped down. What's the matter?
Rocket. Caroline saying a rocket. Yes, there's a rocket in Scuba. You have a video about it as well. I think was that the Space Center, or was that something else?
I'm not sure. There's one that's just kind of like up in the middle of town, just hanging out, and I think it's like in a park. And then there's JAXA, which is kind of like the Japanese NASA, and then I think there's another one there. So I'm not sure which one or both were in my videos.
Yeah, there's so yes, I should actually say Jenny is a YouTuber. We haven't established this yet. We've established that you're a voice actor, but you're also a YouTuber, which is why I know you.
Well, I haven't done anything recently, so I feel bad about saying that. But
was a YouTuber and has now been superseded by Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not on TikTok. At least not yet, but I don't plan to be. But yeah, Instagram is nice because there's no editing involved unless you want there to be, and there's filters.
Yes, those filters. Yes, you and your cat ears. Yeah.
Yeah, I can match the kitty cats. Yeah. Oh, my cats, by the way, that was Resner the cat, Rez, and Tati is the little one, and it's her birthday.
What breed are they actually? I mean,
they are Russian blue, and we got them specifically because they're Russian blue because they're much easier on the allergies. And I am allergic to cats, not a lot, but enough. So we wanted to get kitty cats, but wanted to get kitty cats that weren't gonna,
Yeah, the sort of what? No, something NIRL in real life, says your mum.
No. And then it says oops, so I don't know what's going on there.
Well, yes, Jenny. I mean, Jenny used to do a sort of almost twice weekly show called Japanese in Real Life. Yeah. And,
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't do it.
no, don't do that.
That channel is not dead. I actually have like at least 2 in my queue to edit. I think I might have one pretty much ready to go up.
Cool.
It's just this is the busiest time of the year for me right now. So hopefully over the holidays and stuff, I'll be spending a lot of time with Jason. Yeah. What? Oh, somebody's yelling at me. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I fully intend to make more, but I want to focus on live streaming for the rest of the month because I'm trying to do this charity fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah. I should probably tell you guys what that link is.
Yes,
but
inform everybody. In the meantime, Caroline is asking: is Reznor named after Trent Reznor?
Maybe.
maybe,
Yeah,
Caroline.
I don't really know why we named him Reznor. It just fit somehow. When he was this tiny little kitten, he was just there was something
Reznor-ish.
Yeah, like he's cute, and he's a handsome man like Trent Reznor, even as a kitten. But there was just something like I've got a darkness inside, and it's really awesome. I'm afraid of Americans. David Bowie and Trent Reznor, but yeah, it just fit. I don't know why, but we called him Rez for short. So in Japanese, his name is Rezuna, and you Google that, and it usually shows like Trent Reznor. But you Google Rez, like Rezu, and you got to be careful because that shows like a whole bunch of lesbian porn.
Okay, there we are. For those in the audience who's furiously scribbling this down.
There's your Japanese IRL.
This week on Japanese IRL.
Excuse me.
1 million views.
Yeah, but I fully intend to go back to it. It's just that I'm trying to do the live streams now on my main channel, and I cannot figure out what the freaking page is. Where's my page? Get a page link. Can I do that?
Yeah, yes, you can put it in. You can put it in this chat. Yeah, you can put it in the StreamYard chat, I think, as well. Yeah, that should work.
Okay, but basically, I think it's extra-life.org/participant/Jenny Silver. No? Let's try that.
Yes, because you've been doing that for quite a few years. Because I noticed on your channel that sort of once a year you do that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's my second time, but here's the linky link. If you guys are interested, I'm going to try to post updates there and everything. Can
people see that? I don't see it appearing in comments here.
I posted on the YouTube page. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. It may pop up on the StreamYard things. Yes, but no. Frederick's asking if we've watched the video, his video of the singing reindeers.
Yes.
Not yet.
It was pretty awesome.
You can hear a sound like someone is tapping a glass. Jenny tapping her glass. I'm not tapping my glass.
Sorry.
I'm now tapping my glass.
Your glass is much classier than mine. Also on my hands, like I was doing makeup swatches earlier, and I like makeup that is waterproof, so it stays on pretty good. So no, I'm not a cutter. I also have cats, so any scratches on there are from them. Yeah. No disrespect to anybody who cuts. Please don't cut. But I'm fine. I'm not cutting. I promise.
So yes, anyway. Yes, YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and you also segueing here, social media and appearances on live streams. I remember I actually have a Twitch account, and it's all down to you, really. Because you were going on live doing Final Fantasy 15 on Twitch. So how do I see that? Oh, I have to get a Twitch account. So I have a Twitch account because of that, and I watched you. I watched you fishing on Final Fantasy 15.
I got mad at that game, and I was like, "Forget this," and I stopped. I had intentions of doing Twitch too, but then work started picking up, so I was just like, "Oh, I guess I won't be a Twitch billionaire anymore."
But I mean, Twitch is mostly, well, as far as I can tell, game orientated, and
Yes.
you are game orientated.
I do like games, yeah.
So yeah. I mean, do you still find time to play?
Not that much anymore. Definitely not. Oh, this is so frustrating. Definitely not longer games these days. And if I do, they're on like portable systems. But I really want to, I love that. I want to get back into it. It's my poor time management. Plus, also Netflix happened, and Hulu happened, and Amazon Prime happened, and now Disney Plus happened. So
yes.
That's not very entertaining to watch me do. Yeah.
No, here's me eating chips and watching a movie.
Excuse me. I start coughing and then I can't get to the mic to turn it off fast enough, and I feel really bad that I'm like blowing you guys' ears out over here.
No, I'm all right. I can just take my earphone.
Oh, the other tapping on the glass is Resner's food dishes right here, so he's probably
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's Frederick. Frederick is promoting himself.
Go for it. All right, I should probably switch the scene here because Resner is not back there.
You so Twitch and gaming. Yes, that's not happening anymore due to constraints. But are things like this happening? I'm going to transfer now, not to Patty and Selma. Have no fear. If it starts, if a playlist and I go play, go.
That was a one-time, well, kind of two-time thing. There were just like two of them, and that was through a network that I was with on YouTube, and they gave me that. That was like a separate job that they had offered me just for those two times. They were having like guest stars, and that show has like, it's done. Like, it's just not doing anymore. I think it was gone for like a year, and then
when on my, I think, was that 2015 that you did that? Can you sort of think back?
I don't know. All the years blend together.
When we get to our age, yes. But no, I mean, I was on my flight to Japan, and you.
Oh yeah, that was part of it as well.
Yeah, sitting in the back of in the screen in the seat in front of me, and like randomly looking for things, and Jenny's on this. So,
oh, that's so cool! I would have loved to have been able to see. Well, I think you tweeted it out, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" But yeah, yes, I guess that's what's shown in like the ANA cabins for a while. I think ANA also had me do. I think you could. I don't know if it's still there, but I was doing something like bus information. So it was like in the cabins of ANA. So it's like, oh, you should take the bus because it's like so much easier than taking the trains. And here's where you go, and here's how you do it. And it sounded a lot better than I sound right now. And
I've never taken the bus from the airport. I mean, I should perhaps once, just for the experience. I'd always take the Narita Express. But I mean, can you recommend the bus?
I take it from Scuba, and it's awesome because for me, I have to transfer. So with suitcases and stuff, I just go right to Scuba Station and take the bus, and it goes directly there, and I can put my suitcases underneath, and I don't have to worry about it. And there's somebody there who will just take your suitcase and put it in, take it out for you, and it's super easy. It's a little bit more expensive, but also Scuba's proximity is that like you can actually bypass Tokyo to go into Chiba, where Narita Airport is. So it's actually less time as well.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like a little shortcut. But if you're in Tokyo, I think it depends on where you're going. And I would say if it's a straight shot to a bus, then that's pretty cool because transferring through stations with all your shit is kind of stuff is kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But also you can send your stuff from the airport. So like when you arrive, if you have an address in Japan or a hotel or something, you when you get out in Narita Airport, you just turn left and you go down this hallway, and then there's like 3 different agencies that will send your suitcase to wherever you're staying. And it's reasonably priced. I do it if I'm in a jam, and it's fast. Like they'll have your suitcase to you like sometimes the next day. It's awesome. So I definitely recommend that.
All right.
But yeah, the bus, I would say it just kind of depends on where you're going.
When usually I just go into wherever I'm staying in Tokyo, and that generally involved in the past just getting the train to Tokyo Station, then the metro to somewhere, and that was always very straightforward. Bus was always like touted as being slightly cheaper. That was all.
Oh yeah. I guess just depending on your budget, where you're going, if the bus even goes there. I mean, if it doesn't go there, then
then there's no point in getting the bus.
Excuse me.
Vids of your mom is saying, if the bus is anything like it is in Kyoto, I would stay away from the bus.
Yes, sounds like there's a story there.
Yeah. Could you care to elucidate, Vids of your mom?
Elucidate. That is the first time I've heard that word in the wild. Wow.
You should come on the show more often.
Oh my goodness. You're so fancy. That image looks like it was taken in Russia, even though now it's Tokyo Station.
Yes, I mean, it's with those earmuffs. It's like...
It was cold that day. I mean, I have a low tolerance for cold anyway, but it was like legitimately cold that day. I don't know how many degrees, but anything lower than like 20 degrees Celsius for me is cold anyway.
It's cold. Well, you wouldn't like it here. I mean, it was 4 degrees today in town. So,
oh my goodness, that's about. I think it was a little warmer here, but that's
48, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that.
Yeah. Sorry, my American friends. I'm a traitor. I went to Celsius.
I can never figure out Fahrenheit. It's a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me why Americans still use feet, yards, and inches.
That's the mystery to me. It's like everywhere else in the world. Like, come on, why we got to be special? Oh, only 20%. Tokyo-iki. Yeah, Tokyo-iki, like that area is one of my favorite areas to hang around in, especially when I feel homesick, because they have great food. Like you can find any kind of food in that area, and they have Character Street, which is like if you're getting souvenirs to take home and stuff. Tokyo Station is
underground, under the station, or yes.
Yeah, a lot of it is just brand new. It's really nice. And you can hear my voice. There's this bento store, and you can get bentos for the train or just for funsies. And when you go in that store, there might be a friendly voice telling you how to use the checkout system. Why not?
You wanna go and get some bento?
You want some bentos? Here's your fucking bentos. Get out.
Also, if you happen to be in Tokyo and you happen to sort of find yourself, you've lost your way and found yourself into Tokyo Bay, there is a science museum there, and this happens.
Oh my god! Yeah,
this lady will come up to you.
I was thinner. This year I gained some weight. I'm still the same person, I promise.
I'm going to try and play this. I have an issue with the app that it will show this movement, but can anybody hear that? Did anybody hear that? I heard it perfectly through my headphones. But did you hear anything, Jenny?
I didn't.
No. Did anybody in the audience hear anything? No, I'm in contact with the people who have this app, and they're trying to sort that issue out for me. Normally, I should be able to play these clips, and not only us, but also the audience should hear it, but it doesn't seem to work. But Yeah, that's. Can you explain where that is and what's happening? And then apart from
that is the Miraikon Museum. It's like the museum of like kind of modern technology, and it's a really fun museum to go to. There's a lot of interactive stuff, and I do the audio guidance for that. Not for the temporary exhibitions, but for the permanent ones. So there's like an app that you can download onto your phone, and you go up to like a certain
display.
Excuse me, display.
Gesundheit.
Yes. Thank you. It was a cough, but I'll bank that. And so if you go up to a certain display and it has a number on it, so you like 23, then you just type in 23, and then it'll have the voice and written guidance on there, so you know what's going on. And it has multiple languages. Actually, I think the other languages are not complete. At least they weren't at the time. There was just basic like Chinese, Korean support. But I think now there might be a little bit more. I'm not sure. But I think English and Japanese are the only ones that go the whole thing.
I'm just wondering. I mean, you did this for them, and you got paid for it, presumably.
Yes,
it was a job. But does this mean you get in free each time you go, or do you have to still?
Oh, they didn't give me free tickets, but that was nice of them. Usually with jobs, it's like you just go to a studio and you don't get anything for the company at all. Like you just get paid. Like you're lucky if you get like a tiny piece of swag, which like never happens. Yeah. But it's like the control room people and the client, and
it all gets
in
split.
A separate studio that's like not even at the company. But at this, like for some reason, I think because that job wasn't like super high paying, but they were just nice and they gave me tickets, and I went there with Jason. It was very nice. Yeah, Jason is my husband.
Yes, I mean, web developer. I can disclose that. Yes, web developer. I mean, and we have another connection, you and I, because there is another web developer that I met in person in 2016. Also has a YouTube channel and lives in Chiba. Remy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I miss him, and I have been like really isolated this last year, so I'm hoping that I can get to see him again soon. It's like we're out in scuba, and I usually only go into Tokyo just for like jobs and stuff, and occasionally on the weekend just but yeah, I want to make some time. And like we used to live kind of closer to each other, but now he's moved, so now he's further in there. So maybe we can meet up in Tokyo sometime or something.
Well, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, because I met him, since then a couple of times, and it's, it was nice to see him. Went and Kaz said he might watch if he gets up to pee. But it's probably I don't see him in comments. So, but yeah. So
it's late.
Yes. I mean, I'm hoping to get back next year.
Yes.
So and that there will be definitely on the cards another meetup, and more cupcakes.
Yeah, we'll have to find another cupcake dispensary because Magnolia's promised it would come back, but it still hasn't come back.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But Magnolia. I mean, I did find one with Hiko. Hiko and I found one in Shimokitazawa. That was rather
nice.
New York cupcakes. If you Google that on Google Maps in Shimokitazawa, they've got quite tasty. Yes, it's a lot tinier. It's much more tiny than Magnolia. But
that's not a selling point. That's not a selling point.
It's not a selling point. But the
cupcakes.
No. The shop is tinier. The shop is tinier. You can get about 5 people in the shop and 2 people outside, and that's it, sort of thing. It's just more exclusive. That's more of a selling point.
Because we also have Lola's cupcakes too, and their cupcakes are tinier, which
yes, you don't want tiny cup. You don't want tiny cupcakes.
No, you don't.
No. You can't get your teeth into them.
They have these little bite-sized jobs, which are good, but
fun size, as it said in the
advert.
That was the sushi.
When I was eating that sushi, and I bit into it instead of eating it whole. So many people got on my case about that. And then I said it was like fun sized. And they're like, oh my God, that's so cringe. Oh my God, you're supposed to eat the whole thing in one bite. Oh my God, you're using your hands. And I'm like,
yeah, chill.
wow. There's people dying. There's wars going on. Yeah.
Oh, Dibble says he hopes to go to Japan next year. He just needs to win the lottery.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I have to be good and not buy anything between now and next year and next November, and spend all my like Christmas bonuses and everything in one go.
Yeah. So are you going to be coming out here permanently or for a visit?
It's going to be a visit again, I'm afraid.
Okay.
That permanent thing that I was hoping didn't materialize. Yeah. So
visits are good.
Yeah, she may come over here to visit in 2021, 2021, 2022, okay. Or she said.
I see. Just planning on going to Japan in 2020 sometime.
I would avoid August or July for 2 reasons. Jenny will explain.
Oh, for 2?
2. Well, yes, heat. Heat is one reason, and finding some accommodation and space because of a certain like athletic event.
Yeah, I kind of want to go home during that time because I don't want to be around it, all the chaos. I just don't.
I've got friends who are volunteering, who are looking to be volunteers and everything, and tickets are like gold dust.
Yeah, actually, that's one thing. This is kind of along the lines of work-life balance, but I thought that this year was going to be really good for me, but it's okay. And I thought because of the Olympics that narrators and translators were going to be getting a lot of work, but we're not. And it's not just me. I was talking with other people about this, and what's happening is they're giving these jobs to volunteers.
Hey?
Yeah. And it's like
saving money, basically.
Yeah. So not just the Olympics itself, but a lot of other businesses as well, but mostly the Olympics. And I'm like, this is why we have given so much money, is to kind of invest it in infrastructure and things. And that is part of infrastructure, is like, the jobs and the people that support these things. But it's really disheartening that they're not using professionals for these things, like translation and narration and whatever else. And it makes me a little nervous about what's going to happen. So, of course, when you see the broadcast on your TV, no matter where in the world you are, it's going to sound beautiful because they have, like in America, what is it, NBC or CBS is going to send their people, and they're going to send their interpreters, and they're going to it's going to look gorgeous, but it's not going to be like the behind the scenes of like this, this is how you get to the bus station. This is like where you need to go. Like this athlete, this is where you need to go. So it's, and there's so much more behind the scenes stuff than that too. It's like directions to here.
And they're just relying on volunteers to do that. And it's just, I'm just thinking now, I mean, because I had a friend who was applying for tickets and it's a lottery, and then no luck. I had it. And I think possibly it's people see their only opportunity of getting close to the Olympics or doing something for it is to be a volunteer. So they've got all these free, people, and it could be a sort of like a plan. We'll make it difficult to get tickets, and then people will do anything they can to sort of.
Yeah, I think it's great that people want to volunteer and help, but I do think that there are certain things that they should have professionals do and translate, especially when it comes to like medical type stuff that might have medical implications. Like, this person can't eat, like this person has celiacs, they can't have this, and this. That should be done by a professional, not
a volunteer. Yeah.
And the voices for like, guidance for special or, Paralympics and stuff, that should be done by professionals. Like that is really important information. And I'm really nervous about that.
Mm.
So it's, I mean, it's like
are you
we
nervous in the
volunteer,
sense? Yeah, are you nervous in the sense it's going to be a continuing trend, or are you just nervous in it for this particular year, the 2020 year?
both. And actually, I didn't think it was like, I didn't think of it as a continuing trend, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, because it hasn't really gotten, better this year, so I don't really see it like going down, because people who need work done professionally are still gonna go
Yeah,
to it. I
yeah.
think, I hope.
You're not going to go the local neighborhood association. Oh, we need somebody to.
I mean, there's going to be more competition, of course, and things are
Mm,
always changing with automation and stuff like
mm,
that. But it shouldn't be
mm,
like, I thought this was going to be like a really good year, and there's still time, so hopefully things will.
mm. So
But I haven't done a lot of
fear
stuff
of
related to the Olympics at all.
there's no
Yeah,
fear of you being replaced by Hana Miku or whatever she's called.
I still got a few years left, I think, until everything gets like super automated. Yeah. But some of these comments, Frederick, looks like you're coming out here too.
Yeah, Frederick, you've got to do the rounds when you get there. Not just not just hang around in Osaka. I mean, there's chilling Kansai and in there, but I don't know I don't know any actually YouTubers current YouTube. Yeah, the J vlog scene. It's pretty gone, but I mean, whoever's left, there doesn't appear to be many in Osaka anymore that I'm aware
There's
of. Mm.
new career, Osakan YouTuber.
There you are, Frederick. You're retired. You can live there and be an Osaka YouTuber.
Yeah. And there was another comment. Yeah. Oh, Jenny, I don't blame you. I did not want to be in London in 2012. Oh, yeah. I heard that there were some problems. Yeah. Do they need some volunteers who know German and French? I would imagine so. Yeah. They need volunteers for everybody.
Go for it, Frederick. Go for it.
I think English is probably the most in demand, but yeah. And I'm not sure how they are with taking actual foreigners as volunteers. I heard this, and it's just a rumor. I don't know for sure, but I heard that they were not taking volunteers of like foreigners living in Japan or something like that. I don't know. Have you guys heard anything about it? Because I heard that and I was like, huh? That doesn't even make sense.
Like, I mean, you would take who you can.
Right. They're volunteers, but
you say, oh, it's Mark's here. Hello, Mark. Mark Hartenow. Hello.
Sorry, that's a very grisly greeting. I like Japan and autumn the best. I do too. I like summer and autumn, but I love the heat. So I know I'm crazy for liking the summer. A lot of people hate summer out here, and I get it. It's very sweaty. But fall, I like it because the temperature is good, and it's very comfortable.
In the times I've either been in spring or in autumn. Although when I do go in autumn, it's always early autumn. So I try to wear jackets. It's like,
yeah, only 22% left.
I'm not quite sure what Frederick's got. Is it like the percentages has been going on there? I'm not quite sure. I think maybe it's the time between now and when he goes to Japan. I'm not sure.
Or maybe battery.
I could be. Yes,
charge it up for this, but oopsie.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but I do hope to get more into YouTube again next year. And I want to try to focus on the live streams. There's only like 15 more days left in the year. And Instagram, I have been on that a lot because it's just easy. You can do it from anywhere. YouTube, it's like I have to edit on my computer and upload it and do the information and all that. Instagram is just like, oh, look at this. My cat's being cute. Upload, done.
Yeah.
I got something to say, but I don't have makeup on. Ding, filter. Okay, say this. Done.
That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work. You'll see it here on Instagram.
Like, oh, I look so old. But let me tell you something, guys. Guys age really well. They do. And like my brother is like, "Nyeh," and my husband's like, "Nyeh," and you're even giving me attitude about it too. But no, guys age well. They do. They look much better. Like I look at guys who are younger and guys who are older, and definitely guys who like look at Brad Pitt, look at Trent Reznor. Like
This is it. Yes, I mean, we have to wait a long time for it to be recognised by women.
But then we girls
Yeah.
have it. We girls have
So
it.
the
Because
men
it's
in
like
my
something is like different about us. Is like got work done, or like you gained weight, or like oh my god, you must evolve into motherly figure now, or else cease to exist.
Yeah. Your wardrobe must be beige.
Right. Oh my god, you're wearing pink and you're over 30. Oh, his iPad needs some electricity. Oh, that's frustrating. But yeah, work-life balance. Anyway, to get back to that. So before the show, Simon and I were talking that my husband's situation is that the reason we moved up here to Tsukuba was because he had a job up here that was contracted for, I think, 3 years max. And that's just the law is like, you know, a lot of these research institutions, and it was for a research institution, but he was doing their web stuff. So the researchers can stay longer, but the administrative staff gets turned over like every 3 years, and they kind of play musical chairs. It was good. But the contract ended, so now he works in Shibuya, and so he works a long day. Plus, it's like an hour and a half both ways, so he's commuting for like 3 hours a day. And so there are days where it's like he gets home, we get 2 hours to hang out. And part of that is just like eating, and part of that is like, you know, he's got to shower and stuff. And then we have the weekends. So I'm very selfish with our weekend time. Like if he's awake, I want to be like hanging out and stuff. And
this is partly why it's gone midnight now that you're
well, my family too, yeah. But so work-life balance is hard, and that's just our situation. There's so many other different ones. So I mean, a lot of it is like the work-life balance. I think a lot of home lives seem stressful from what I gather. It's like you have extended families, and that's a lot of stress. And you also have a lot of companies will pressure you to like go out drinking after work. And it sounds fun, and it is fun for a while, but then it's just like part of your job. And
yeah,
you know, you're not drinking with the people you would necessarily choose to be drinking with. And you know, sometimes you just want to go home and take a nap.
But
Or
yeah,
something on Netflix,
I mean, so does he have to do that? I mean,
he doesn't know. Yeah. And
yeah,
so he's pretty lucky in that aspect.
And you don't have to do it either, presumably.
No.
All right. No men I have drunken voice actors.
I did. I came here on the JET program, like when I first came here, and for when I was working at the school, I did have to do that. Or you get kind of iced out a little bit. And it affects your job. It affects your relationship with your job. So if you're not going to them, because our school was cool. Like, you know, if you come, then like if you don't drink, like there were people that had to drive, or there were people that just didn't drink, and that was fine. They had like little teacups and everything that would just keep refilling. So our school was really nice about that. They had no problems. And there were some days where I just didn't want to or didn't feel like it. And they were totally respectful of that and didn't push me or pressure me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But I think I was lucky in that aspect. But if you just didn't come, they would kind of
you're still obliged to turn up, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're not there and drinking, it's not fun, to be honest.
I got a message from Frederick.
Like,
his iPad had died. No, no. It's Christmas. I know it's Christmas. Christmas. It's Frederick and Christmas. Good grief. Yes. Sorry.
It's like synonymous now. Jenny's a fan of Buff Reznor instead of Skinny Industrial Reznor. Have you seen him recently. He looks good. He's over 50 now, and I'm like, okay, I feel kind of
There you
old.
are. I mean, vids of your mum was saying that the beer belly comes with the territory when you get to our age. But it's proven wrong. Eric Surf 6, Trent Reznor, you don't have to have a beer belly.
Yeah. My husband runs marathons like a freaking crazy person. Well, not marathons. He runs one marathon a year.
Mm.
But I'm just like, I can't have you being like better looking than me. That's just no. To like just eat a freaking pie or something unabashedly.
If it's any consolation, I had about half a dozen dozens of chocolates yesterday after work. So I mean, I
nice.
Like some tile representative came and brought Christmas gifts, and I got this bottle of wine actually. I mean, I'm just a forklift truck driver, but he gave me a bottle of wine, and they gave the company a whole sort of tube full of chocolates, and so they emptied some out and filled a box for me. And but before I got home and finished about 3/4 of them.
Then how is your work-life balance going? Because you're a busy dude. You're working, and you do like this video that you made to prepare for this. That took a lot of time. That had to have
7 hours. 7 hours for 2 minutes.
Oh my god!
7 hours, but I mean, most of that was like playing through your videos, finding bits, and then basically I got home from work. I think I finished work at like midday on a Thursday, and so from after I'd eaten and changed and everything, I thought, right, I better get on with this. It was a Tuesday, the same thing, and so basically from about 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about 10 o'clock at night. I was like on the computer doing that. Yeah, takes a while to get those adverts. It's only like a minute and a half or 2 minutes of video, but putting it all together and everything takes a chunk. So I wouldn't like to do. I mean, when I do my vlogs, I've like churned out about five vlogs, which is like I suddenly had a sudden splurge. But that takes a while as well when you're trying to put those together. So yeah, it's I've got quite a lot of spare time, so it tends to be filled up with doing that.
But how do you keep motivated to do something like that? Like, even if I have time, a lot of times I'll be like, I don't want to edit.
Well, basically, it's things like this. I mean, when I started doing YouTube, and then I connected people with like Comical Rainer and Victor, Give Me a Flake Man, and everybody, and and people in the audience the people that I've met, like Caroline and so on. There is a originally YouTube was meant to be as like social networking thing as much as a sending in videos thing, and maybe I got in to it just as it was still that before it became sort of this big thing that it is now. So I still sort of managed to motivate myself because I met up with you, and I met up with Hiko, and I met up with Mully and everybody, and all the people that I watched. And I met up with them. I was inspired to do that.
Wow.
So that keeps me going. And the audience. Thank you, audience. Yes. Watch my videos.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna watch the crap out of your videos again.
And yes, you'll fall asleep. I'm known for sending people to sleep with my voice.
Another reason you need an agent, seriously. Like, that voice is money. And then you have more free time.
I've got. I mean, relatively speaking, yes. I will, if I started working as a voice actor, I probably would not.
Wait, what? I got confused. Say it again. I would not.
I would not have a lot of free time if I started. I'd get home from stacking tiles to telling people reading Hedge if he's still there. He does audiobooks. So,
oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
I'm looking into the audiobook world, and I'm learning.
Mm. I mean, my dad he can't see very well, so he's had to he does audio. He listens a lot to audiobooks. That would be cool if if I read a book for him.
That would be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that voice is money for real.
Well, that would be handy. I mean, I see their regular flights to Japan as.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, it has 2 novels. You're welcome. Yes, 2 novels. Are they the erotic novels or are they just regular ones? Because he reads erotic novels. I mean,
Oh,
as a voice artist.
I heard that that's like a big part of like a lot of audiobooks that come out. There's a lot of percentage that are
I should hasten to add, I shall not be doing that.
Why not?
No.
I was like, a couple years back, I was like, I'm starting to make money in like voice stuff. How come porn companies aren't calling me? I'm not above that. Do that?
I'm not above that.
like these 1-900 numbers, like, you know how expensive they are? I'm not above that. Like, come on.
Your mum's raised the tone a bit here. She says, "How about applying to be the Queen's social media person?" Hello, welcome to Buckingham Palace. Prince Andrew is not here at the moment.
You're so hired.
This video will now be banned.
Banned in the UK.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
UK. Sorry. Everything recently.
Oh yes, it's gone. Yes, it's. I'm going there for Christmas. I'm bringing care package.
Oh.
Otherwise known as Christmas presents.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh, the world's on fire. Oh.
You don't read an audio. Oh, you don't read in audiobooks you can't get into. Well, I'm sorry, Dibble. That I can't help you there. So that's visual audiobooks. It's called films.
I like those. Yeah. I like films. I'm very visual too, so I'm not big into audiobooks either. So I
can't say yes. I mean, my dad, has his Kindle and he listens to these things, and I think, but that's not the voice I imagine, in my head when I'm reading, kind of thing. I mean, it might be very nice. It might be Stephen Fry. It might be, somebody reading something very mellifluous or whatever.
Look at you in your $10 words, or like, what should I say, like £10 words?
£10.
How much is £10? Is that a lot?
It's about $12. I would say, and well, as of last week, it was $12. As of Friday, it may it may be about 50 cents.
Oh,
getting political on Simon NoChaNoMa. Yes. The pound yen exchange rate. Or should I say Russian ruble? The ruble exchange, the pound exchange rate. No.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But before that, we shall be permanently, enshrined on YouTube, and they'll be able to watch this forever.
Hopefully somebody else will keep the ball rolling on the YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think that is amazing that you put so much time and effort into the videos, especially like I couldn't believe the one that you did for this one, and I was just like, wow, this is so cool. Like I get to see, kind of a snapshot of what's happened over the years, and that meant a lot to me. Like I watched it and I was like, wow, that's really nice, and I wouldn't even know how to do that. I don't know how you do it. Like I think it would take me
It's
way more
it's
than
an app.
7 hours.
It's an app. It's an app. I have a what I basically do is I go through your videos. I just on YouTube looking, and then I say, oh, that would be a good clip. That would be a good clip, and then I copy and paste that into my app and record it with my app, but record the section that I think will be good, so I don't have to sort of download the whole video and then edit it.
Okay.
So I just record that section. That section then goes as a file on my computer, and then I just pop that into my edit program and fiddle about with it.
I don't think I could finish that video in 7 hours even. I think that's actually fast.
But I mean, yeah, it's you know it's a hobby. Hello, is that Tati or Resner?
No, it's Tati. Tati has the purple collar and the red tie, and Resner has a blue collar with a very, very light blue tag. And she's gone.
There we are. We're briefly on this show. If you were interested in cats,
that was very special.
You have to go to the beginning of the show and the end of the show.
That's very special. Yeah.
Ah,
I want to be somewhere warm too.
minus 26. Oh, hang on. Where? Canada? Yes, Vitsavi Mom is in Canada, Ontario, I think. Minus 26, and then with the wind chill, minus 33.
See, that's my hell. My hell is like frozen.
Yeah.
And I used to live in Michigan. I went to university up there, and there is a hell, Michigan, and every year it freezes over.
I'm just hoping that it stays dry and mild. Dry and mild. That's what the driving conditions I want are dry and mild for when I go to England next Saturday. So that's what I'm hoping for. Not freezing and raining or anything dangerous, because my son's been driving. So I can't complain about Christmas weather here in Southern California. No, just fire.
oh, ouch.
Yes. Yeah, I mean it's been pretty bad there. I mean, have you? Your mum lives there still? In
my family now is in Florida.
Well, yeah.
I grew up there in Silicon Valley, and we had fires. We had foothill fires back then. I think we were having a drought when I was living there first, because I lived there when I was a kid, and then I moved back after college for a while. And there were fires all the time, but not like these.
No,
this is crazy. Yeah.
Florida just has, if a cloud appears in the sky in Florida, people, wrap up.
Hey, stop it. But I do remember my brother lives a little bit more northern Florida. So my ma, she's in the southern Florida where the retired people go. But my brother is kind of like the beginning of the South Florida. And when he was driving back, he took this picture and he was just like, oh man, it was so hard to breathe. And they had a fire too. And I'm like, what's going on? Florida is so humid.
Oh, yeah.
How
normally
fire even happen in Florida? It just, I'm being a little facetious, but it's just crazy. That something like that would happen. And Australia.
Hot and humid, says your mum. So
yep.
Yeah. Important question now.
Great for the hair. Love it. It's good for the voice because it's super dry out here right now. And that's part of it.
Most important question of the show: are Resner and Tati getting holiday treats?
Oh yeah. When will Resner and Tati get their own YouTube channel? Resner has his own Instagram account, but he doesn't curate it very well. So he's been demoted to appearances on my channel.
No filters, no cat filters necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a handsome man. He doesn't need filters. He's just he's comfortable with himself. I love it. He's a mansome man. He's a man's man.
He's not been done then.
Yep.
It's not. He's been done, but he's a man's man.
He is a man's man. He likes to fix stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he likes facial hair very much. When Jason needs to shave, and he's Hungarian, so he always needs to shave. So he loves Jason's face when he gets 5 o'clock shadow, which for him is like 10 o'clock shadow, you know? Yep, my Rez, he's a man's man. Tati is more playful. Notice me, the world revolves around me. I'm very cute. I will kill every like. She's gentle about her killings, but she's very serious about them too. So if she sees something that needs to be killed, she will pounce on it or poof at it. Her poofs are the best.
Poof. Do a poof.
It's
What
all
is a poof?
fat. Your tail gets all fat. It poofs up into this big plane cone.
Ah, yes.
She arches her back, and there's like this racing stripe shark fin thing got going on. Yeah. Stop whining. Stop whining.
She's very playful.
Yeah, I often got presents from my cat, sort of, which my now ex-wife would say, Simon.
Presents?
presents from I mean the mice and the birds that did not appreciate being presents, but I had to then go and clean them up.
That's so sweet though. Like they're trying to make sure that you don't starve.
Yes,
they love you.
Yes, but walking downstairs barefoot at night.
Oh my God.
What was that?
How does Santa land his sleigh in California?
I don't know. How does Santa land his sleigh? Is it a joke? No.
We had chimneys. Like we had a chimney when we were living in. Like the houses are one story because of earthquakes and stuff. I mean, there's 2-story houses too, but we had this ranch style house, and there was a chimney with a fireplace, which is like. It didn't really get that cold out there, but
mid-century. Was it mid-century modern?
Mm.
I'll have to ask your mum.
I don't know things. I don't know things. I don't.
Vince, you want my cats like your beard. This is the first time that I know that you have a beard now. You have a beer belly and a beard.
I don't know what's going. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Man.
Apparently, there's snow in Southern California.
Oh wow. And this one's Resner. Yeah. He's like the favorite. Like every time he's on Instagram, people are like, "Oh my God, Rez!" And then Tati's on, and she doesn't get the love. You're so charismatic. Yeah.
Your mom said you had a cool chimney sweep.
We did. This is Amish dude, and he looked like exactly what you thought he would look like.
With the black hat and the white shirt and the sort of like the waistcoat and
yes,
the beard.
Oh my God, what was his name? Ma, because I remember he had a really funny name too. But yes, that was the best in California, of all places. Like I would expect that maybe in New Jersey because you have like Pennsylvania Dutch and like there's Amish communities there, but California, Bay Area. He looks a bit surprised. Yeah.
But an Amish chimney sweep. We didn't have those in England. We just had bog standard chimney sweeps, and they came and put a bag around your. For those of us who had coal fires, I had to light the coal fires when I got home from school. That was my job.
Aloysius? I don't think that was his name. I think it was something else. But Aloysius is a great name. That is Resner's middle name because of Pee-wee's Playhouse. Because there was this episode on Pee-wee's Playhouse where he found a dog. And very cute. And they like, they wanted to take the dog in and live with them at the playhouse, and they named him Aloysius. But it turns out that Aloysius was actually Reba, the mail lady's dog. Yeah.
We're nodding here in the audience. All those Americans are nodding and going, and then the rest of us are going, what's she talking about?
Maybe that's why there's so much trouble going on in the UK, is because they didn't have Pee-wee's Playhouse growing up. But
we had Sesame Street. We had Sesame Street.
America's on fire right now, so I shouldn't talk. Literally, too. Was his name Isaiah or Eli? I don't know. Probably. Probably both. I don't know. But he was
Brian. Nigel.
That was a nice memory, that dude.
We used to have a window. We used to have when I was about a teenager. We used to have a window cleaner who I used to hide from. Well, he'd clean your windows, then he'd come to get his money, which is fine. Here's your money. But he would like stand at the door and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and you couldn't. You want to get. So whenever like, oh shit, it's the window cleaner! Quick, hide. So he wasn't like that. Your Eli Aloysius.
No, he was very soft spoken, from what I remember. But I was just like, oh my god, this guy's the coolest guy I've ever seen. Holy shit! Like, I was like 5 or whatever, but it was just like exactly what you would see in a movie. And
yes, like the Harrison Ford movie or whatever it was.
I just thought he was so cool, and he was just very mild mannered, very soft spoken.
I wonder if they have Instagram. Amish Instagram. No, I don't know.
It was ages ago. I hope he's like even still alive.
Stuck in a chimney somewhere.
Oh my god, poor guy.
If you've never watched Pee-wee's,
like how you've been deprived. Facts. Yes.
Yeah, the only Pee-wee. The only Pee-wee Herman thing I've seen is where he does. What's that dance? Tequila. Yeah, sorry.
I love Pee-wee. And I'll tell you right now, Japanese IRL was based on Pee-wee's Playhouse. The premise of it, the secret word of the day. Like I thought we were gonna do something like where you scream real loud, but like I kid you not, I was watching reruns of Pee-wee's Playhouse because no shame, and I got the idea for it.
Yes, but you didn't do the hair or the suit.
But there's also Nekomimi too, like the ears, and
yes.
that's like a character, and I got that from the show as well. It's like the characters kind of interact with it, and it's like I don't know. The whole point of that show is like things are different. It's not good or bad. It's just different. And like here I am, like a foreigner, just sharing my experiences, and it's not going to be taught by a native speaker. It's just is different. It's not better or worse. It's just different. And Nekomimi is weird. She's different. Yeah. So I really wanted that when I was making it. Pee-wee's Playhouse. What is that? I am Swiss. Pee-wee's Playhouse is the most important children's television program in the world. It was the late 80s. Yeah. It was in the 80s by this guy, this character, Pee-wee Herman, who's played by Paul Rubens.
Oh, that's his real name. I never knew his real name. I just
He kind of went into hiding for a few years because he got caught in an adult movie theater doing what you would expect somebody there to be doing. And this was it happened like in the early 90s when it was just so taboo. And so his I think the finale was like canceled or something, and he just got really reclusive for a few years there, like probably a decade.
This was before the internet, so he didn't. It was before when you had to go to movie theaters to do that.
Yeah. And it's just like my mom was explaining it to me, like in an age appropriate way, and I was just like,
"What the
hell? That's not bad. Didn't hurt anybody. Aren't you supposed to do that?" And I don't know.
So for all those in our audience and those watching the replay, when you're a parent, you have to do this stuff.
Cancel culture. I think a lot of parents didn't really say, like they would say like, "Oh, he did a bad thing. He's in jail," or so I think a lot of people just like weren't telling their kids, and they would just say like, "Oh, well, there is no Pee-wee's finale. There is no special." Because it was just so taboo for some weird reason. I don't know.
It sounds quite a bizarre show. Mark is saying, I
Oh, yeah.
remember one scene where Pee Wee's eating a salad and says he loves it. And the next scene, he's a wedding and he's getting married to the salad.
Yes, yes, he
Oh.
married the salad. Yes. Yes,
Okay,
he absolutely did.
I'm
And then he ate the salad, and then they weren't married anymore.
I'm liking this. I mean,
I can't recommend it enough. If you watch this show, you will learn like so much about like why I am the way I am.
if Caroline is still if you're still awake, Caroline, this sounds a lot like Dutch children's television. I mean, when I moved here in to Belgium, I watched Dutch children's television with my kids, and it's like, you know, obviously the people who produced it were smoking something and had been watching a lot of Monty Python or something, because it's like that.
I wonder how it compares. I would like to see that. I'm interested in like children's
Cereal salad.
Yes, my mom just wrote cereal salad, and her like devious ways. So we would be like, we'd have multiple like boxes of cereal, and they were like almost all gone, like all of them. And so she would try so hard to like make cereal salad a thing. So she would mix in all the cereals in one bowl and be like, look, it's cereal salad. And my brother and I were just kind of like,
no.
oh. What? Oh, she tried so hard.
Oh.
But Pinwheel. Did anybody watch Pinwheel? It was like this Russian TV show for kids, and it was weird.
But yeah, I can't imagine a Russian television show in America for some reason.
It was like, yeah, it was when Nickelodeon's major kids network like started. They used to show this show called Pinwheel, and it was like this Russian show, and it was just weird, but I loved it. And the theme song was catchy as hell. It's like, pinwheel, pinwheel, spinning around. Look at my pinwheel and see what I found.
Yeah.
Pinwheel, pretty and bright. I don't remember the words, and also my voice sucks, so I'm not gonna do that to you guys. But yeah, and like you can see why I'm so fucked up. Yeah.
It's American youth.
Yeah. See, I'm like right on that cusp of like Gen X and millennial. So I'm like an elder millennial. So I get to be like an apathetic slacker and an entitled narcissist
and a cynic. No.
Yeah. So I get the best of.
I'm on the border between Gen X and OK Boomer.
Oh.
Yeah, OK Boomer finished in '64, and Gen X started in '65, and I was born in '66. So.
Oh, you're fine. You're in Gen X.
I'm all right. Yes, I escaped the boomer. I don't look like a boomer either, so luckily. So.
Right. Yeah. I vaguely remember Pinwheel. Yes. Not a whole lot of people remember it. And when I find somebody, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah. So when you get the flashbacks. Get the flashbacks. Yeah. Southern California flashback. Ooh, yeah. Pinwheel. Hey,
like,
man.
Aaron, do you remember it? Like, because we were both in the Bay Area. We must have been in the Bay Area at that time. So I wonder, we had a multicolored swap shop.
Hey man, did you do Pinwheel?
Yeah.
Multicolored swap shop. Multicolored swap shop was strange, but it was not straight. It's an English like children's program from the late 70s, mid to late 70s. But it's not as bizarre. Multicolored swap shop tried to be cool, but it wasn't as cool as Tiz was. That's for the English audience.
I want to compare these. Maybe I should have like considered a different career, because I really like kids shows a lot, like more than I should.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever get? Have you ever had jobs, voice acting jobs, associated with children's stuff?
Well, on NHK, which is kind of like in America, we have PBS, so it's like the kind of
major,
major thing that's kind of like funded by the peoples. And there's a show on there called Ego de Asobo, and that's where they teach English to kids. There's a segment on there called Nana and People, and it's Nana, who's like this little witch in training, and Peepo, who is like this weird alien robot character who can morph into whatever he wants. And I'm People.
People. Nana. Banana.
Banana. That's Tomoka des. Banana.
So I'm there, and I do a lot of like e-learning, but it doesn't usually make it onto TV shows
On
like
TV.
that.
Mm.
I'd have to go back, but People is like a regular character who shows up at least every few weeks or so.
Mm.
Yeah, we're contracted, so like he's gonna be there for a while. Sorry.
I
like Studio
I should probably. I'm a Studio Ghibli virgin, so I mean I've heard all about it, but never actually seen anything. So
I haven't seen that much. I'm like, I feel
you've
like
been in Japan 13 years or whatever it is. There's
a lot that I miss, and there's a lot of things that I just like. People ask me about anime and stuff, and like I used to be more into it back in the day, but now it's like if you ask me, I don't know. Like
You might need to ask somebody else because
I just don't know. I mean, not because I don't want to know, but I'm out of the loop.
What and Vince of your mom said he's seen the show that you were talking about with Peepo, and he said he used to be an NHK program monitor from Canada. Like, what does this mean? Explain. And do you get paid for it? Can I do it? Because I like particular NHK programs. I'd be happy to be a monitor.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, like I would think that a monitor is like you kind of monitor it and like give them feedback, like quality assurance almost, and you get paid for it. That sounds like what it's like, because a monitor in Japan is like, I love doing like cosmetics monitoring because it's like we were looking for a monitor to try out our new mascara or something. So they send you like a free mascara and you just try it out and then you send back your thoughts, and you might get paid for something like that, or you might just get to keep the mascara at least, you know. So, but that's monita. That would be my understanding of it, at least.
How do you get into that? I wonder. I mean, how does one? Is it like word of mouth sort of thing?
Sometimes agencies will hook it up. Like I did something for a cosmetics company where like you went to the research facility and they would take pictures of your face and stuff. And they would say, like, we're looking for these certain women of like this age or this ethnicity or this skin type or something. And like they would say, like, okay, we're going to test out this new eye cream. So make sure that you don't have like any allergies around the eyes or whatever. And they take pictures and then they give you the stuff to take home for like 2 months or something. And then like every week you have to fill in what you think about it. Like if you notice any improvement or anything, and if like there's anything bad that happens, because it's already like it's ready for the market. They're just doing all of their
final
clinical tests. So it's safe, but if like something happens, you have to stop using it. Like they won't continue taking it. But yeah, I made some good money on that. That was pretty awesome, and I got like free nice cosmetics.
Vids of your mom says he got about $300 after about 6 months. But by watching shows for 6 months, and every month you provide feedback, and you think you got about $300 after it was done. So that's cool. I mean, that's half a flight ticket to Japan. If I could do that, I could.
Actually, your flights are cheaper than ours. Like if that's the case, because
I mean.
They were not cheap.
No, well, you got to fly to America. I've only got to fly from Europe, so it's slightly less distance, I would say. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Australia to Europe is exceedingly expensive as well. I think, and Canada to Japan was also very expensive. Like, you know, I would not be prepared to pay $1,000 or more to do that. No. 600, 700 was about the maximum I paid
Wow.
return flight. Yeah.
But that's cool that you can do stuff like that, even from like outside of Japan. I think that's awesome.
Erin
I didn't-
says just go to the NHK website and look there. They're often asking for program monitors, and you apply.
That is so cool. That's amazing. Oh, everybody should do that.
I might try it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's some really good advice. Thanks. I'm not gonna take your jobs though. I think that I feel like I'm not somebody who could or should do that because I feel like I'm here and I'm like hearing all of these things that they want to teach all the time. So I feel like I would be looking for those instead of seeing it from a fresh perspective.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to take that job. So don't worry. Plus, I don't get NHK out here. Ugh.
Oh no! You get a job monitoring, farming in scuba. Does this rice?
That's funny too, because like
rice planter work properly?
that's cool too. Cause, like the NHK guys, they're the ones that come to your house that ask you for the subscription fees. So like, if you're watching it from overseas, are they going to come to your house and try to like shake you down and be like, "Did you pay for NHK this month, sir, ma'am?" Yes, international monitors, awesome. That's so cool.
I got April to September 2008. Oh, I shall have to investigate that. And say, no, this is rubbish. Do better.
Well, I think it's good that they have that though, because sometimes their ways of teaching, it's like one of the problems that I had was like, for example, teaching kids, I like strawberry. Instead of teaching them, I like strawberries right away. So it would just be like, teach them the word and then teach them something like I like, and then just plug any word in there. And I'm like, no, because they're going to develop a bad habit. So when something like that happens, I feel like there's nobody calling them out on that. And I can suggest, but like, I don't really matter.
Oh, this is the way we've always done it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what they say. And
Yeah.
so I'm glad that they are actually accepting feedback. That's great.
Daddy, come here. Can be on TV. I mean YouTube.
See?
Yes, we are the future. This is your television. I mean, YouTube is in competition with Netflix and Amazon and whatever. But I am in competition. I'm in competition with Game of Thrones and Walking Dead.
Oh.
That's why I don't get many views.
Well, everybody's in competition with them.
Yes, perhaps I should have dragons on the show and be a zombie or something. I don't know. I've just lost 2 viewers. I don't know quite what happened there.
They got scared. That's okay.
Oh, this is actually quite good. This is going to be the longest live stream of the Simon NoChaNoMa season.
Wait a minute. I just looked over at the clock like a second ago and it was like 1:05. Where'd that 25 minutes go?
We're at 1 hour 33 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
It's doing pretty good.
This
Getting feedback and expecting feedback is not the same. No. Yes, you get this on YouTube. Yes, and unfortunately, all my people who comment on my videos are mostly all the people that like me anyway. So, I mean,
we're in private chat, but
you should do. There should be like a menu bar down the side. You can click from one to the other.
No, I just went into private chat and it was just like, oh, you're here now. Bye, other people.
Oh.
And it doesn't even say who it's from.
Comments. There's only me and you in private chat.
Weird. Anyway, I can see it all on YouTube, so I'll just go there.
Yeah. Yes. So, I mean, I've another thing is that what I like about YouTube as opposed to television is you've got the audience. You can interact with the audience. That's what the main thing. You can't really, you can't imagine sort of like people going in the middle of Game of Thrones and responding to comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what do you watch most of? Like
YouTube, actually. Yeah, that's it. I mean, my son has a Netflix account. It could be on there now, as far as all I know. But he watches. He's the Netflix. He's binge watched the entire Game of Thrones series on DVD
wow.
and Netflix. It's the only time I ever seen Game of Thrones. I would sort of wander in and he'd be watching it. I say it's very dark. It's like, not a lot of sunlight in there. But yeah, mostly YouTube. Old. I had people who would know this. Dibble would know it. I used to watch Danger Man. With Patrick McGowan and The Prisoner. But old TV programs from like boomer years. I would go. I'd watch those on and I watched sort of rather dull stuff about restoring die-cast vehicles and making model dioramas and that sort of thing on YouTube, which you can't get on television. Which you can just go onto YouTube and think, I'd like to see something about such and such at this time, right now. You just search it, click on it, and there it is. That's what I like.
I think that's so cool that we have that now. Because back in the day it was like, oh well, I think it'd be cool if I watched Fresh Prince right now, but it's not on until 8:00 at night.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, oh well, I want to learn woodworking, but there's absolutely nothing about it. There's no internet. Just like go to the library. That's your best bet.
Oh, yeah, I still do go to the library, but it takes me quite a while now to get through books. Just too many distractions.
I feel like college, university made me not like books anymore. Like I don't read fiction these days because I'm like still like, I think college just scarred me because I went in, like I changed my major 1,000 times in college and then eventually I landed on like English language. So I was trying to go for the linguistic side of it, but most of it was, there were a lot of like creative writers, and literature. And there were just these people who bless their hearts. They just wanted to talk about like the symbolism of this and that. And I was just like, enough. Like I'm just done. Like I didn't register for college so I could hear this guy's opinion. Like I wanted to hear like a professor give me like something that I can use. Like, Chris, I know you like books. I know you like, talk about symbolism and stuff, but that's great. But this is not why I'm paying like a whole bunch of money to go to college for, is, to hear some pothead's opinion about like Shakespeare.
She said, apparently mummy is asking, says, do you remember a kid show, My Name is Simon? I have nothing to do with this. It's nothing. No.
You must be aware of it though. Somebody must have sang that at you.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
No?
Simon in the Land of Chalk Drawings.
Yeah.
But I've heard of it. Yes, I've possibly even seen it. But it's not me. I deny all knowledge.
See, but we Americans, when we were watching it growing up, he like had a British accent, or was like saying in a British accent, so we thought we were all fancy and stuff.
Yeah. So chim cheree.
I had internet before it was YouTube. It was slow dial. Yep. Yeah.
Dial up. I remember dial up internet. And yes, if you got a photograph on the screen, it took about 10 minutes to get the photograph on the screen.
And God forbid you get a phone call during that time.
in between, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Are you making an appearance? Can I pick you up? Come here, sweetheart. Good girl.
Genesis Library to download books for free. I have 2 books like sitting in a plastic bag that I got from the library and that I've renewed several times, and I'm gradually getting through them.
Oh my god, you're such a jerk! She just scratched the shit out of me.
I think it's time to cut her nails. I have to do it when they're asleep, like not asleep, but because they wake up a little, but when they're like too tired to care.
That's generally what happens with people. Things that
You
need
wake up and somebody's cutting your nails. Ah! Oh my
Hello. Who are you? Why are you in my house? Well, if you like warmth, you should come here into my living room because I'm sweating. It's like, it's cold.
This season is not for me. This is, and it's actually like I got laryngitis really early this year. Usually I get it after the new year when it starts getting a lot drier. But for some reason, I caught a cold or something, and then it was just so dry, and the cough and everything. So in January and like February is when I like to go home to see to sunny Florida, and the weather is beautiful and very, very, very humid, and I love it. It's good for the hair. It's good for the skin.
Well, no, I mean, there are certain levels though. I mean, when in Belgium in the summer here, it got to Japanese levels. It was like 40 degrees, which was a bit much, really. Come on.
Yeah. I think the sunlight too, like every year I get weaker and weaker against the sun. So I get burnt and I get sick a lot easier now compared to like when I was like 20 years old. So I don't know if that's environmental or me growing or both, but when it gets 40 degrees out, before I'd be like, oh, free hot yoga, yay. But now I'm like, no, my pasty ass staying inside with suntan lotion on inside because that stuff comes through the windows,
You're sticky today, dear. It's the suntan lotion.
Why do you smell like the beach? Like, not the beach.
Frederick's on the sake. Oh dear.
Oh my.
Yeah, Fred. Yes. Be careful, Frederick. It's just be good that you're not on camera. Remember, on Three Old Dudes, he got absolutely wasted one time on his birthday.
Oh. Well, it's your birthday. Yeah, I think when I go home, I don't usually fly over California because I'm going to Atlanta usually. But I flew once from, I think it was Washington, D.C., and you actually do go over the North Pole.
Oh,
it was so cool. I was like, you can't see anything. But I was like, oh my God, Santa, hi. Hey, Daddy. She keeps like walking by. Like, I want to be on, but then she's like, no, I don't. I'm a diva.
So what's your routine for tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Sunday. Or today, rather. Later today. Apart from
tomorrow
sleep.
is like the day of rest, but I have to get a new heater because ours just broke.
Guess it's it'll be about 4 degrees, 5 degrees there now outside.
Yeah. So we have it looks like an air conditioner unit downstairs here. So this is like a kind of 2-story apartment, and downstairs we use the heater / air conditioner down here. And we also have an air purifier, which has like a humidifier in it as well. And it puts a little bit of humidity in the air, not a whole lot. But upstairs is where it gets really bad. So we had like this heater / humidifier all in one. And this morning it just wouldn't turn on. And we futzed with it. And later we tried it again and she won't turn on. So I think she has left us. Yeah.
It will be going out into the street.
So need to get another one tomorrow. So yay. But I was gonna just like let myself be sick tomorrow.
Mm.
Have this sick day, because like this whole week I was trying to just like,
You know,
hide
like
it under and like just try to be like,
feeding
okay,
yourself honey and
and yeah. So, but Sundays are usually pretty chill. I mean, we just figure out what needs to be done for the week. We hang out. We do all the food stuff. Some shopping and just hang out.
nice.
Yeah, we play some
And
games.
you're all ready for Christmas. I see behind you already. It's all.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the Hanukkah thing again, or
not Vlogica,
the Vlogger?
but I think I will still be doing some stuff on Instagram and hopefully some live streams. So it might not be like Vlogica, but it might be like live streamica. Who knows? But it totally clashes with Christmas and New Year's this year, so it's weird. So I don't know how much I want to be filming of that. I don't even think there's a lot going on, and like this is why I don't vlog. So this is a day. This is life in my day. It's like sitting in front of a computer screen, but I can't show you anything in front of that computer screen because that's confidential. And then like going to studios in Tokyo, like I can't film that because I need Google Maps on my phone so I can find the studio.
Yeah.
And then I can't film anything in the studio except maybe like a 1 minute or like a 10-second boomerang or something on my phone. And then I leave the studio and then I want to play Pokemon Go. So I can't do that. And I also just need Google Maps to figure out like where I'm going next or how to get back to the station. And that's it. Maybe going shopping or something and buy food. I mean,
well,
maybe that's it. Is it interesting like every single day?
I don't know. I mean, Eric Surf. I was like, I get Eric Surf 6, yet another vending machine video. I mean, I didn't watch it because like, but it gets thousands of views. I mean, it depends what you want to do. If you want to, this is like me. Where I did these vlogs of me walking, mostly to get me out of the house to do the walk, to motivate me to do the walk. I'll make a video of it rather than just going out and enjoying the walk. The motivation was to go out and make a video of it. But on the other hand, I could do that ad infinitum. So yeah, it's not that I can't do it. I don't have the time, but it's like, as you say, it's would it be interesting? Presumably to the audience it might be, and then it's like, I'm doing this for the audience. I'm doing this for the audience. It's strange. It's kind of like on the one hand I'm doing YouTube for my own hobby and enjoyment, but tied in with that is the enjoyment that it's giving to other people. And then do you do it? Do you get out? I've got to make a video. Or do you make the video because I feel like making a video?
So ME Dibble says, Jenny, the best way to beat that problem is 2 phones.
Thank you, Frederick. You've watched all my videos. Yes, I know.
Yeah, 2 phones would be great.
I don't have to have money. We traded mine in.
Erin will be my guest whenever she likes. I've got guests for 4th of January, and I've got a Taiwanese harpsichord tutor from Princeton University on towards the end of January. As you do. So yes, if everyone wants to sort of, I'm always on the lookout for guests. So
do it.
Erin, you've been invited if you'd like to be a guest.
Oh, I would love to watch that. I'll try to make room in the schedule to at least be like in the comments and stuff.
Just waiting now for Erin to reply. You could come on. I'll try and get Joyce and Mindy's mom to come on as well. But yes, and I'm supposed to get Shinichi and Satoshi on They said
Oh, that
in
was awesome.
in the next year. They said they've tried to get them on this year, but they said they're too busy. But
Yeah, I know that they're very, very busy. It's hard to meet up with them and rendezvous with them. And then the last time we're going to meet up with them, he got sick. He got like really sick for a long time. And I think, he posts all that on social media and stuff too. So it's like, if any of you guys follow Shinichi on like Instagram, especially, like, that there was like a blank week, and that's so rare for them.
yeah, I mean, it's
They just don't stop. It's crazy.
you can tell when the guest thing was getting bad when Simon invited him. Dibble said, "No, I mean, what you don't know, Dibble, is that on the Three Old Dudes, the show that before this, people who are watching would appear on the show. So, I mean, which was fun because you would have like sort of known YouTubers like Jenny here and others, and random people watching who watch regulars would come on and join us, so they could meet and interact. So, which is what I liked about it. So, I mean, it's you're not any less.
Yeah, I liked it, but I have to say it was difficult for me to hear. There was a lot, with all of the people.
Yeah.
was-
In the sense of the way it worked back in the day with Google Hangouts. Yeah, it was slightly chaotic, I have to admit. Yes, because they had a system where here when we talk, you can hear both of us, and it doesn't switch. But
Right.
With the Google Hangout system, you could have up to 10 people on, but the microphone and the camera would switch to whoever talked the loudest or made a noise, or so it would be having a conversation was extremely difficult. So yeah.
Yes, what are you doing, buddy? Come here.
And we ended up singing. Yes, we tended to do that sometimes. There were specific singing shows as well, which were quite fun.
Sir, Rez. You have to talk to them like they're shoplifters. Otherwise, they won't. He wants the cord for my mic, so if my voice goes out, like out.
You've been
why.
catted.
I've been hashtag canceled by my own cat.
Ah.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, Risa is here. Risa from Food for Life. I don't know if you know Food for Life, Risa.
Hi.
Mukbang specialist. But hi, Risa.
I need an anti-social media platform. Isn't that Netflix?
Yes.
It's for me.
Yeah, it's nice to see you here, Risa. Yes, I did. I spammed everybody the link this morning, as I usually do. Risa was one of them, and I said we would be on late. So, but she usually works on a Saturday, so she's finished work and watching me, which is very nice to know. Tomo was on before Risa, but she was watching us from bed, so I think she probably fell asleep.
I'm so sorry. Oh.
Erin, you've got to sign off.
Yeah.
Don't forget. I mean, that wasn't a kind of an official invitation. You can be a guest.
You've been invited onto this show. I hope you do it. I want to watch it.
I think I've got you on Instagram. I can maybe message you there. A quiet moment on Simon Three Old Dudes.
Throat is kind of hurting a little bit again.
Right. I think that is the cue. That is the cue because we're nearly at 2 hours now.
Yeah, it's 2 in the morning.
And 2 in the morning. You need your Sunday shopping rest. And I am extremely grateful and very glad to have face to face talk to you again, because I've not been able to get to Japan this year. So,
okay. Despite news reports, Japan's not going anywhere. We'll still be here. Yeah.
So yes, Risa, I'm sorry it was time to go.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on here and and being so kind and taking all of that time to make that nice video. And you know, I'll treasure that just for me. And I'm so tired. I'm trying to like tell you what I'm thinking, and it's just,
well, I mean, when you get your live stream sorted, you let me know, and everybody subscribe to Japanese Jenny Silver Japanese IRL, and it will probably appear on there, the live stream, won't it? If you do it on your main channel.
Okay, so this is my main channel. Yeah. And so this is Japan IRL, this channel. And so this is more about like just Japan in real life. And then the other channel is Japanese IRL. And that's about like, I take one word that I've heard, you know, used naturally that's actually practical. And then I talk about it and kind of tell like how I heard it, maybe a little story about it so that it's easy for you to remember, and give some examples. And I encourage people in the comments to, you know, make their examples and give their feedback about it so that, you know, because they're just very short videos. I just want you to learn the word and but
impress your Japanese friends. Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a quick little, here you go, like this was my experience with it, and then I want people to take it and run with it, and it's really cool when they do.
Yes, Jenny was explaining before, there is a singer in Sweden called Jenny Silver, but this is also this is the real Jenny Silver.
Actually, my name, like her name isn't actually Jenny Silver. Like her name isn't actually Jenny at all. Okay. So
and thank you, Mrs. Silver, for watching and and allowing us to use expletives on the show.
Where do you think I learned it? Actually, no, she's not that bad, and neither was my dad. But you know, takes a village and whatnot.
Okay, next week there will be no show on Saturday because I am going to be driving, and so I won't be able to do a live stream. I'll be driving to England, and I shall be arriving there and having food provided for me by my mother and father, and then the next day I shall attempt to do a live stream. So Sunday the 22nd of December will be the next Simon NoChaNoMa show, live from my spare bedroom at my parents' house.
I'm so curious about what's going on in the UK right now.
Oh dear. Yes, let's not go into that.
Like on a for real level, you know, there's stuff in the greater happening, but like how it's actually affecting people. Like I'm curious about that.
I shall let you know. I shall give you a live report from England next Sunday. Probably the week after that, I shall still be in England, so I shall be doing another live stream at some point from there as well. So, and I may actually this coming Sunday throw out links to viewers such as Risa, who has just joined us, and even Dibble if he feels like it, and anybody really. And you can come on the show and join me and bring mince pies and things. Okay. But for now, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I should like to thank Jenny. Wish her a very good night's sleep and rest, and successful shopping tomorrow. And see you all again next week. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.